La 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 la.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Many mumbling
Whoa, whoa.
mice.
Aye.
Many mumbling mice.
I'm ready.
The unique man from New York. All right.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Hofer, Administrator of Marquis Marion Estates.
And I'm Jordan Turner, Administrator, Marquis, Oregon City.
And this is Gooder News.
Welcome.
Maybe we should tell them a little bit about ourselves. I've been with Marquis for 23 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
It certainly is.
I've only been with Marquis for 5 years, so that probably makes me a little bit younger.
Thanks for pointing that out.
You're very welcome. I also understand that you're deathly afraid of cats.
True, and I've heard that you secretly are a DJ?
Yes, I am.
What's your DJ name?
DJ JT.
Original.
So why are we here?
Good question. Some of you might recall that this show started back near the beginning of the pandemic when times were dark and people badly wanted an opportunity to smile and laugh. We needed more than good news. We needed gooder news.
Our first hosts were two adorable humans named Molly and Crystal, and their first story highlighted our CEO Phil Fogg's ill-fated attempt to try to sneak out of a Zoom call. Let's take a quick look back. This never gets old.
Our very own CEO Phil Fogg thought he'd be able to sneak out while someone else was presenting, and boy, was he wrong.
Protocols for how and when a nursing facility can reopen. It's a phased-in approach according to the guidance that lags behind the community by 14 days.
I was looking at the camera angle and I was thinking, I bet I can crawl behind April
And you right under.
and not be seen at all. And imagine my horror when I got to the other side and I look up, I actually see Tracy Fritz literally in spasmodic tears.
No.
And I realized I had not been as stealth as I thought I was.
Unbelievable.
Believe it, it really happened. For the past year or 10 or however long this is going on, we've been fighting this pandemic and it's been very challenging for everyone, but especially for our Marquis staff who were and truly are heroes.
That's so true. Nobody is more deserving of our thanks than our CNAs, our nurses, housekeeping, dietary, and every other role who sacrificed so much and never gave up. That's why it's so exciting that there's so much good news for them now, for a change.
Absolutely. Nearly 90% of our residents and 80% of our staff have received the vaccine. And COVID-19 cases at Marquis are down to almost none. Did you get vaccinated, Jen?
I did. Did you get vaccinated?
Yes, I did. Should you get vaccinated?
Yes, you should. So anyway, as we come out of this pandemic and get back on the road to recovery, we'll still be looking not only for good news that's out there, but the even gooder news.
Until this is over and vaccinations have beaten COVID-19 into extinction, we'll be bringing the gooder news to our staff.
To our residents and their family members.
And well, to anyone who wants to hear some gooder news.
In Marquis facilities, the news has only been getting better and better all the time. The isolation our residents felt is finally over as state and local guidelines lessen. Visitation, group therapy, and activities are now back in full swing, and dining rooms are once again bustling at mealtimes.
So many residents told me that the one thing they wanted most was to be able to eat together with their friends and neighbors. It's finally happening, and I love it.
But our featured story today comes from Marquis Hope Village, where staff and residents celebrated brighter days ahead with a beach day party.
I can't think of a gooder news story than this. It's incredible to see them celebrating together after all they've been through.
We have been cooped up for a long time, and we thought if we can't go to the beach, we will bring the beach to everybody. So we've got beach day today, slip and slide, sand, snow cones, water guns, sprinklers, everything you can think of.
It's the first type of event like this we've had since the pandemic broke out. And so it was wonderful to see all of our residents, our staff, laughing, grinning. I think our heads hurt from smiling so much. So it was really, really good to see after the year that we've had.
We're having all sorts of goodies and fun and laughter, and I like that.
What's your advice for somebody that's going to take this ride?
Go to the bathroom first.
We got it good and wet for you, Dr. Sayers.
There are residents who don't like to typically leave their rooms, or maybe they got too used to being in there during COVID precautions, and they're coming out today and they're smiling and they're getting dressed up and they're laughing at all of us being goofy, and that just brings so much joy to all of us because it's bringing joy to them.
It went great. It's awesome. That was fun.
That's great.
I lived. Whoa. I love that ride. Can we go again?
That is amazing. And to me, it says a lot about the promise of the future and truly getting life back to normal in our facilities. No one deserves that more than our residents and staff.
Well, that's our report. Whoever you are, and especially if you're a resident or a staff member working in a senior care facility, I hope we've been able to bring a smile to your face.
Stay tuned for future reports, and just remember that there's only one thing better than good news.
Gooder news. I just can't keep doing it.